recently went to Colombia to visit the work among the Nukak people. They are a tribal group that the mission has worked with for many years down there, but due to the guerrilla activity in the region, there's just been different times when they've had to step back from the work and wait until they were able to go back in. But the missionaries are excited right now because they're hoping that in the next few years they actually will be able to start translating lessons and actually giving the gospel message. Then we spend a day with each missionary couple. One of the stories that they told me touched home because it was just kind of a special moment between them and God in a hard time. They were in this one location and the guerrillas were coming in, so they told Elizabeth for her to go off into the jungle with all the Nukak children. So she went off into the jungle with the children, but she's kind of feeling like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. She felt all alone. The kids come around, but then all of a sudden they just all left. And she's like, well, now they've even abandoned me. That was kind of the sentiment of how she was feeling. And a little bit later, all the kids came back and they collected all these flowers for her. The Nukak people didn't collect flowers. They didn't give people bouquets of flowers. And for Elizabeth in that moment, it was God saying, here's your bouquet of flowers, it's fine. The guerrillas actually didn't come right to the village, so everything worked out fine. But it was just those moments when you just see God just giving you that personal encouragement and how much that meant to her. But they just told story after story after story, and they just had such a heart for the people. We were kind of having an interview, and then as we were getting close to being done, they let us know that just that morning a Nukak man had died. And it was a difficult thing for them. In the Nukak culture, there's so much, you drink the poison and die. Your wife says something bad to you, someone makes you ashamed, if for whatever reason, they'll just say, well, I'll go drink poison. And they often try not to actually die. It's like a social control, I'm gonna do that if you're not nice to me. But this man did die. And it's just as I listened to their heart for the people, they were telling us so many stories, and yet as they told them, they'd often get to the end, they said, well, so-and-so died. And it wasn't always by poison, but like over all these years that so many people have still not heard the gospel, and you could just see how their hearts were aching for the people and that they would actually be able to share the gospel. When I came back, multiple interviews that had to be translated, transcribed down, pretty much just taking all of those stories, printing them all off, and then I started by doing a timeline. Reading through all the different stories that the missionaries had given, just trying to get a feel for, what is the bigger picture here? What is the part that's hitting all of their hearts? It was so evident that they just had a love for these people. It was just like the look on their face that, this wasn't just a Nukak person. This was a friend of theirs. And just how much the people meant to them and their desire to give them the gospel. Colin and Megan Rogers, they're the newest members of the team. They're learning Nukak. Colin is a linguist, so he brings something new to the table to actually help as they go into the more intricate areas of the language. They were all just like, whatever role we can play to get the gospel to these people, we're willing to do it. God uses prayers to move mountains. He uses prayers to take away obstacles that missionaries find in their path. And they covet your prayers, that you would just pray for them, that nothing else would interfere with their ability to get the language and actually share the gospel with them. We're all just so thankful for those of you that stand behind us in your prayers.